never knew! I understand that the coins thrown by this policeman also inspired the shuriken later used by ninja all across the country. To begin the year by testing each other's reflexes in deadly monetary skirmishes, Japan truly is a brutal country. He gazes with mixed admiration and fear at the donations falling into the shrine box. Correcting him would be a pain, so I think I'll leave it at that. Sakuya. Happy New Year, everyone! I hope you all had good vacations. I hibernated. What a shocker! You're still hibernating. Sir, wake up! I've said this before, but your junior year will be over before you know it. Let's enjoy this time while it lasts. There's nothing special this semester. Nothing to worry about. I love how years are passing, like, so quickly. Hatoful Boyfriend, the most splendid and greatest academy of the pigeon by the pigeon for the pigeon. Third term. It's still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before I head home. Whee! Oh, tomorrow's legumantines. They give each other, like, beans for Valentine's Day? Whatever. I think I'll buy some beans! Today, legumantines is a holiday where you give beans to the boy you like, but apparently it used to involve throwing them at pigeons. Disgraceful! Good evening. Here for beans? Yes. Is there a kind that you think is particularly good? This year's trend is toward these bean medleys for racers, but they are a little pricey. It's hard to say without knowing the bird in question, really. That's true. And sometimes the cheap ramen tastes better than the expensive stuff. I think I'll buy calm corn, bitter black beans, country I'm gonna say millet, just because, swollen hemp, or racing blend. Racing blend and calm corn are obvious. I don't know what the other three could possibly be. So I will choose bitter black beans. Bitter! I'll take these! Thank you, miss. Here you are. Got some bitter black beans in my pants. Today's the day. The preparations are complete. Time to give the beans to that special sunbirdie. I like how Legumantines is February 3rd. Strange, but okay. Sakuya! I am busy. May I ask you not to waste too much of my time? This will only take a minute. I have something for you. Here! What are these cheap-looking things? Do you mean to insult me? What? No, it's a present. Do not press this low-born drivel on me. It practically constitutes an act of war. Wait, listen. The important part isn't the price, it's... I find this most disagreeable. I am leaving. He didn't take them. Stupid nobility. I'm starting a revolution. What a bitch. I guess he would have liked hemp. It's cold! It feels even colder than it was around New Year's. Maybe the wind's stronger? I'm starting to think I should build a wall, or maybe dig myself a new bedroom. With this kind of weather, some birds are even collapsing in the street. Hey, wait! Isn't that one Sakuya? Sakuya, what's wrong? Don't ask for the details. Just carry me to your miserable abode, I beg of you. Wandering around and collapsing in the street at this time of night doesn't seem like customary practice for an aristocrat. What's happened, Sakuya? Don't tell me your family has fallen from high society. What happened?
I shall not say.
What were you doing wandering around in the wilderness then?
I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Be honored.
Oh, so this isn't a coincidence after all. Did you want something from me then?
No, don't flatter yourself.
Should we call your family or something?
No!
Huh? He looks really angry.
Listen, don't you dare call my house.
Sakuya, did you run away from home?
That sounds bad. No, I simply left of my own volition.
Okay. Isn't that the same thing? Yup. What happened, Sakuya?
Ugu, do you remember when we talked in the music room at school last fall?
Yes, what about it?
Do you remember what I asked you then?
You asked me what? Yeah, what I loved. Did he bring me udon? You asked me what I loved, Sakuya. You asked me what I loved.
That's right. And you gave a simple, honest answer right away. And that made me jealous.
Did I mishear? That's the last thing I'd have expected from him of all people. I don't understand, Sakuya. Why?
I'm one of the few of the pure bloodline. I am ranked higher than any of my siblings. I have been slated to become the next family head since birth. There's no reason I shouldn't be. But
you don't want to take your father's place?
How did you know that?
It's obvious. It's written all over your face.
I love music, but my father doesn't approve. When I was young, I owned a number of instruments, but he had them all thrown away. Art is not our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the artists we admire, not to be artists ourselves. A noble who sows his own wheat is a fool.
That's not true. I think anyone who can play music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are.
That is because you think with a peasant's values. My world is different from yours.
I'm not talking about what peasants think. I'm talking about what I think. What about you, Sakuya? What do you think?
What do I think? You speak in riddles. I carry the name of LaBelle. To play at applying my own standards and ideas to the world would be a disgrace.
But didn't you just say you left the mansion of your own accord? Isn't that applying your own idea to the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya?
I must succeed my father as the next family head.
No, geez, that's not what I meant. What if you could forget about the LaBelle family and do anything in the world? What would you do then?
Forget about the LaBelle family? What mockery is this?
We're speaking hypothetically, dummy!
If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician.
He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting him to give some rambling speech about how he would unite the world and become the king or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play the piano again, I would be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question.
Answered my own question? Don't be ridiculous. This is a mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality.
Have you told your father that you want to continue studying music?
Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself so?
So you haven't even asked him about it? You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? You should ask him. It's worth a try, right?
Perhaps you are right. I suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you.
You were confused about what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push, directly out of my cave, and splattered you on the ground.
Ugu,
Yes?
I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time?
Are you planning to run away for real next time?
If it comes to that.
I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place here, okay? You have my sword, and my bow, and my axe.
I shall return to you. Thank you, Ugu.
And so he set out across the wilderness once more. I don't know if his father will accept him, or if he really will run away. But I know he will come back to me. And I pray that our future will be a happy one. Oh. Hey, it looks like that's the end. I bet you there's a better ending for him. Cut to better ending now! So that is the end of the Sakuya path. Sorry I didn't talk over it, but I literally went back and just recorded the end since it was such a short little piece. And you get that by maxing your charisma instead of doing several types of study and clubs. Anyway, I don't know what Otome I'll be playing next, or if it will be a choose your own adventure. I have a couple in mind. We'll see. And I hope you're still enjoying Assassin's Creed and Amalur, which will be continuing into the future. Dragon Age is coming along more slowly than I thought, so whenever that debuts, it will debut. I hope you had fun with this. I did. Pigeons forever. And I will be seeing you. I don't know who I just morphed into there, but it was marvelous. I feel like a new lady.